How about uniting the people and coming to understand it's all a big con to enslave you?
And also, how many fucking police vans do you need for a peaceful protest?
Who invented the carbon footprint?
I'm going to be honest, I do not know the answer to that because I only answer questions that I know the answer to. And if I don't
I
know
respect
them,
that and I rate that.
I will openly say I don't know.
What would you do if I told you in the year 2014 or 2004, I think it was actually, not 14, it was British Petroleum that come up with it? Huh?
My brain's going in like 2 different directions like that.
No, that's understandable. Yeah, BP. You know why BP started it, didn't they? So it's a mechanism to make the fault ours.
Oh, is it to greenwash us?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate greenwashing.
No, but you do understand the aspects. They're trying to make you think it's your fault rather than their fault.
And the truth is, a lot of individual people are only doing what they can, but also a lot of individual people.
But it's the money
are
people.
What they can.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: we can buy as many like reusable cups and everything that we want. If the big companies don't stop, we haven't got a fighting chance in hell.
But these money people own both sides. You understand that, don't you? You do understand for every $1.10 that's spent in fossil fuels in America, for every $1.10 that's spent on fossil fuel investments, they spend $1. So just 10 cents less on renewables, right?
But it's because they've got the money to make themselves look good.
Right, but no, it's because they own both sides. It's like the left wing. What? You can Google it now. You can go on Yahoo now and verify it, mate.
Where's your source? Where's your source information from? The actual people in there that are scientists, where I may not know all the answers.
Right.
I know I've talked to scientists.
Right.
And I've talked to doctors who have actually worked in fact.
But you don't need to talk to scientists to understand simple truths that are easily verifiable.
But I do want to talk to scientists because these are people who have studied their whole life.
Yeah, but you don't need to. That appeal to authority is a nonsense. That appeal to authority is no good. It's not required. There's simple truths, fundamentals that need to be understood.
So what do you suggest we do?
I suggest we all understand what's actually going on before.
What do you suggest we do?
Well, we need to educate everyone on the problem and the issue.
We're trying and it's not working.
No,
so
but
what do you suggest we do?
Well,
we have had to go to these extremes because no one cares about everything.
But you lot ain't calling for the right solutions. You're not naming the problem.
What is it? In what way?
The money people. The people with all the money, Vanguard and BlackRock, the people that own everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so it's a structural reach. Like we need to reform the fabric of society.
There are a lot of fucking systematic problems, and I will say, I will put my hands up and say, there are a lot of fucking systematic problems. There are a lot of companies that do try to make themselves look good. However, we cannot distill and not listen to what the scientists are saying as well, because they are the ones.
But the scientists are paid for by the money people. Is the issue.
So my friends,
you don't want to hear that.
My friends that are studying, my friends that I've studied for years, people that I've known for years, people that I know on a personal level. Believe me, they are struggling just as much as I am. They are working class just as much as I am.
Right. And what do they know? What have they studied? What have they found out? What do they know? What?
You know what? I'm going to tell everyone that asks what I'm going to tell people. Google. Use Google. Actually, no, you start to go. Use what's the other one called?
You disagree in it though.
No,
it doesn't sound like you're disagreeing on anything.
Really independent one. It's like a Russian.
Yeah, there is a fundamental that we do disagree on.
And when you search something in, you get.
Who's running everything? Because I don't understand what your position is, because the problem is the money people, and you want to disrupt everyday people's life.
Yeah.
Right? So when you was going to Lloyd's and stuff like that in the city, I think that's a good shout.
Yeah,
that's bringing thing to the thing.
Yeah,
but like if you go to somewhere like Vanguard or one of these places, you're putting pressure on the people that are actually doing this stuff. But like I'm saying, they want people entrapped they want a carbon footprint meter, and they want to enslave everyone like that. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, and that's what you're calling for, because you're not putting it on the people that are extracting and creating all the mess. Why not talk about China and how many coal plants? They've got 1,000 coal plants in China.
One of our most simplest demands is for the government to stop accepting new oil and gas deals. That's just one of the demands. That's it.
What about migration? What about migration?
We're starting with one thing first, because let's be honest, I'm not going to lie, I'm an activist for loads of different things.
Right.
Like, I'm black, I'm queer, I'm disabled, I'm Muslim, there's a whole fucking time going on with this. And sometimes you do need to shout out that one demand. If you go on Instagram under every single post, that just
What's the point in being intersectional if you can't shout about everything?
Well, I do shout about it. But sometimes, here's the thing, activism is exhausting.
Oh yeah, I know, I do it, mate.
How exhausting activism is.
I know, it is, because you put your heart and soul into it, that's why.
Mentally as well,
yeah, I get it.
It is the most draining fucking thing.
I know, I'm with you on that.
And
We need to see more eye to eye more. Like, as a nation, as a people of a one place, we all need to get to grips with what's really going on. And the truth is, we're all being played to hate each other. They want to split up, blacks against whites, commies against Tories. Do you see what I'm saying? They want this divider any which way.
But
That's why intersectional's a thing.
A lot of these problems are so systematic and rooted in colonisation, not just racism, but also genders of Western colonisation.
But so are you telling me as a white cis man I can't receive racism?
I mean, if 500 years ago some people came over and stole your land and then made all
no,
the
that's
beauty
not the same
and
thing.
made all the beauty standards about you,
that's
so
not
everything
it.
from your land and made sure your land was still like on a lower level, then maybe.
So what about the white? What about the Boers?
No.
What about the white Boer people in South Africa today getting beat with sticks and stuff by black people? Is that all right? Is that racism?
Well, no, because
that's not about race. That's not about race.
No, but what do you mean?
Reverse racism is based on systematic and institutionalized racism. Like, if I called you a slur right now, is it right? No. But is it reverse racism? No, it's prejudice. Yes, it is prejudice.
It's discriminatory.
But it is not reverse racism, because racism is rooted in so much. And I cannot stand here and let you say that as someone where both my parents have come from countries that were part of the, what do they call it, Commonwealth. My dad's country has no industries left, because when the British
Nor is this country.
Nor
is this country. What are you talking about? Nor is this country. So what are you talking about?
My dad's country has no industry left. It's because of this country and because of the fucking monarchy.
Yeah, but what about the people? Yeah, but what about the people of this country?
But that's the thing.
But this is you're screaming about this country, but it ain't us. It ain't me, is it? It's the same people with the money that I'm always on about. It's the money people. It's the money. This is where it comes to. This is where it comes down to. Racism, deep inherent racism. People with problems. This is what it comes down to.
We can't. Racism every day of my life.
Right, but I can't. But I can't. But I can't.
I'm not having this conversation.
All right, sweet. I'll see you later then. Get that away from the camera. Get away from the camera. I had to ask, didn't I?